Hello and welcome to today's episode on games, Gorgons, and Goats. This is a new segment that we're going to try. We're going to be playing some games, doing a little walkthrough. This is our first time, so if there's any audio or visual problems, let us know. Leave a comment below if you think you know how to fix it or what went wrong. And, like, comment, subscribe so you can see more and we can try and get more games like this. So we're going to start with today is called Dead Grid. It's a zombie apocalypse survival game. It's still in the early access. It's only had about 5 updates, so it's not fully there. But this is the beginning menu. So I've already put in a few hours. So we're going to go over it, and we're going to load it right in. So we loaded into the main screen. As you can see, I've already made some progress. And I'm going to just quickly go over this screen, and then we'll hop in a little bit later into the nitty-gritty of everything. So on the left here is a bit of a log. So this is missions completed, and every mission lasts 1 day. So I've completed 51 missions, and so the log tells you what you've completed or possibly failed, who's ranked up if anybody's ranked up, whether you've gotten a new survivor, other bonuses, how many kills, supplies, and all the other goodies that you're going to collect. This is the map, so this is where you pick the missions, so where you're going to go, and then the little number under them tells you recommending what level you should be with your squad. And then at the bottom here is noise, so the side, you are blue and the zombies are red, so the side that has the higher number gets the bonuses. So our side represents noise deducted, meaning like how quiet we're able to be, and the red means how loud. The louder they are, the more zombies that spawn and the harder things are. And the side with the bigger number, so right now I'm at 2100 while they're only at 2000. So we get 2 bonuses that last a certain number of days. So this one lasts 2 days and gives melee weapons stunning increased chance by 10%, and our shields with this one get a 25% durability. They both last for 2 days, so 2 missions. Then under that we have the different tabs. So we have mission, gear, skills, survivors, and labs. We're going to go into that a little bit in depth after we complete the mission, because then I can walk through things and show you how things are. In the bottom right you'll see your squad power, so that's the average gear number of all the gear that you're carrying. So ours is about 78. Now you have supplies, which is how you buy better gear, other equipment, tools, and also you can sell things to the trader. And then you have reputation, which helps you buy if and when you need more mercs or mercenaries to complete the missions. Then finally you have your assignments over here, so you'll collect these as you go along, and you can replay them over as well. So certain missions, there's certain items in that mission that you'll need to collect, and if you do that a number of times, so 4 for gas up, 4 for this, do this twice, or this one's collect 15 irradiated tissues on the certain maps. Once you can do that, you'll get a reward, and you can choose a certain reward. So now we're going to go and play through a mission on the map. So you come over here, you're still on the map, and as you move through, completing step by step, you'll see these little bubbles. So I need to complete the county jail another time in order to unlock this unknown location, and then there's 2 more, and since we're in beta, these may be the only levels I have left, so we'll unlock them as we go along. And then because my power is only 78, if you try to attack a level 100 plus, you might not do so well depending on what spawns, versus going back to do a level 5, a level 13 level, you'll have a quicker time. So we're gonna go through a level. We're going to go through the warehouse, so it requires 60 plus, so we should be able to clear it, give just enough difficulty to show you how things work. So you click into it, and then you come up to this screen, so you'll see who you're taking with you, what they have. You can carry 2 backpack items after they reach a certain level, gear and other special equipment, which gives bonuses, and you have melee and arranged, and then you have here you can get a modified zombie merc working for you, and you duct tape 2 weapons, and so then they hit with these 2 duct tape hammers. Over here on the left You have support, so every time you beat a level, you can get some upgrades. That's the intel, so this bonus, if you have it, would become a skill, and it would do shooting, taking 25 to 50% damage of a random merc, and reduce the noise by 100. Draw first aid, various others, and then I don't have the survivor, so I don't know that yet. Here is if you get 13 kills or the number of kills, you can unlock a possibility of extra gear for completing the mission. This gives you enemy difficulty, so the higher the bar, the harder the enemies, and then this will just go over and show you like their damage on the bottom left, their health on the bottom on the right, how many attacks each turn, rage, which helps boost their modifiers, their rank, which also will help with like whether they have armor, other abilities, and so on and so forth. So we're gonna get started. And I'm gonna try and go through these without editing too much, try and give you a raw playthrough. If that's not something you guys are interested in, or you do like to see that more, I'll do my best. Again, leave a comment below, let me know what you think. If this is something you're into, this game, this style of game, zombie survivals, you know, plug and play, click and play. It's kind of like going to turn into a card, so you move the map. So it's kind of like a card style. It's like a mix and match. So we start with our one main merc, which will every round come in without summoning sickness, and we'll start with their range. So over here they have 63 bullets, and this has like 79 durability, so every time you hit, you lose the durability unless it says something different. So this is the damage at the bottom left. Bottom right is your merc's health on the card, and so then at the bottom shows the little symbols, and this, if you scroll over, shows you all your modifiers: good, bad, what he's carrying, rest, your hit chance, crit chance, all your stats. And then beginning of each round, you get to like draw, some skills. So each card does something different. This one gives you another merc with machine gun for a few rounds. Sashimi is going to do something if you put it on a merc with blades. It lets you deal extra attacks but at reduced damage, and these cards can attack. There's mods to help get better, so pistols get better, you can find accessories and do other things. So I think I'm going to start with Sashimi. Sorry, words are hard, mouth's kind of dry. So now you have a hand. My hand right now can have a maximum of 6 cards, and I have 2 in the bottom over here. You have region noise is at plus 10. So at the end, if this is how I was ending, that noise barrier you saw would get plus 10. So what I'm going to start is using this regroup. Cuss. Let's get a merc. And I drew the zombie. And this is action points per turn. You have, each turn will go up to, I think you get a maximum of 6 or 7 AP, so action points. This is the noise per turn generated. And these are other modifiers, my backpack, if I picked up any ammo. So I'm not going to play the merc. Actually, yeah, I'm not going to play merc because he generates extra noise. I want to try and keep the noise down. So I'll put Sashimi on. Sashimi. And then you have, this is obviously zombie, and then you'll eventually sometimes run into special collectibles. So this is loot. This is locked loot, so I'll need a lockpick. Either you can collect lockpicks or you can bring them. So this is a backpack. I have 1 merc, so I only have pliers to help durability and a trauma kit. So if I'm damaged or if I get knocked out, I can bring my HP back to 1. And then this one, shipping container, generates noise and does a certain effect, which could be good, could be bad. Looks like it might be bad. So what I'm going to do with 1 merc, I'm going to take this and I'm going to go to rubble. And so those assignments earlier, we found one of these. If we collect this, and at the end of the entire map, we have kept that in our storage, it's going to go towards that assignment. So I'm going to collect that. And then there's not much else we can do. This is our stamina. The lower the stamina, the less useful your character is. They regenerate each turn if they don't do anything, or if they do like bare minimum. So attacking with melee reduces this by a certain amount. If you attack with your ranged, that won't affect that at all. So we're going to end the turn. The zombies will go. So they'll spawn from the deck up here, and sometimes they'll spawn from extra, so that's like unaware. We want to try and reduce that as possible. So the more noise you have, the more zombies will spawn and the harder it'll get. And then new round. So we have 4 slots free because hand is 6. And tactical advantage is 21%, which means I could draw an extra card. So I only get 2 AP. We're gonna search for melee. And that was a bust. We have a chance to bust, and so that means we find nothing of value of certain cards when it says search for an area, search for a weapon. We did get another Merc, which would be for free, and he's got those lockpicks, so we're going to put him in.
Here we go!
And then I'm going to grab those lockpicks, and then you're going to drag lockpicks because it costs AP, and then you're going to unlock that, and I had the chance to not consume it, so I thankfully got the lockpicks back. And then I'm going to take my Merc again, interact, and let's see, heavy shield, or damaged heavy shield, or target practice, which is a gadget which helps with effects. And you can combine things in the store of certain value, so when, like these two are both red, so they're damaged or slightly like bad. If you combine 2 bad, you get the next one of like common. 2 common get you green, 2 green get you blue, blue gets you purple, purple gets you that orange, mythic, or legendary, depending on which version of this game, because I only have the one that I found. And we'll take the target practice, and then that'll just go into our hand or backpack, and then we won't have to worry about it. So we're gonna pass the turn again. They spawn a skeleton because of the shipping container finally opened. Right now I'm outnumbered, and now because the tactical advantage is high enough and it's hit, I get to choose 2 cards. So I'm going to choose, because this is a blunt weapon, we're going to choose Pummel, which has you can do 250% damage, and then Viper. So I get that grunt. Here we go. So even though I only have 3 AP again, because it was climbing up, so the first turn you can get 3. So we're going to actually put in George. He reduces all our noise by a certain amount. So it reduces 15 for each tactician in play, but since I only have 1 of each type of squad, because I was trying to go for a balance, but you can have multiple. If you want to do all 5 of one type, you can, but I only have 1 of each because you only have 5 slots. So noise is up to 118. We're going to want to... So the enemies have various effects. So right now this one has Starved. He's going to prioritize my lowest HP, which would be the George who just came in, but these lines are telling me it's actually going to be Spencer because he's the active. And then if you come over here to the Starving Bones, it appears he has Intimidate, reduce stamina, mercs by 5% at the end of my turn. That's a big one, and he cannot be lit on fire. So you can light the enemies on fire, and that's going to deal a certain amount of damage, and that can stack, and that helps getting rid of those bigger enemies. So this guy's going to do 10, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so I can deal 100, well, divide that by half, so we're gonna, this guy drops ammo, he drops a backpack item, we're gonna attack that guy. So every time they take a hit and attack, they get their rage up. The rage helps increase their attack and how many attacks they'll get, so the more, if they do get enraged, they become a bigger problem, and so we try to take them out before then. So now I'm only going to be able to do a maximum of 67 damage unless I crit. So I think we're just going to hit him again because now he has brittle bones, and we got him stunned, so now he won't attack, so that's great. I still have 2, so I should have put the Pummel on, but I wasn't paying attention. So now I think we'll spawn more to get another body, and then we'll see what they do. They're going to spawn, there's a strong enemy, so it's like a mini-boss. Thankfully, they have too many slots, and hopefully if I can keep the noise down, they won't spawn anymore. So I'm gonna take propane tank, which you'll see that fire effect. I think I'll do smoke grenade. So now that I have 4, I'm gonna spawn a propane tank. Hopefully there's a spot for it. Ooh, came on the end. So anything adjacent to it is gonna take a certain amount of damage. So this guy's with a bow. So I'm gonna use the bow to pop the propane tank because he can't kill anything on its own, but the tank can kill the one next to it. And then I'll put that enforcer or pommel, the blunt instrument, and we're gonna blunt instrument this guy.
Critical hit.
Okay, so he's now stunned, so we don't have to worry about that 12 damage. Our zombie gets technically 2 hits. That's why he's at 90 attack, because it combines the 2 plus his passive bonuses. So we're gonna keep attacking that bone. And so our zombie eventually degrades himself and goes hungry. So he can take and eat downed zombies, and then if you want to make it quieter on your turn, you just remove them. So you remove them. But I need to attack. So I think the best option is not the bones. He should be weak to brittle because he's bones. Do we want a bag item? Or do we want the person that's going to do the bag? We'll try and get that bag. Alright, lockpicks do me no good, so I'm going to end the turn again.
Just standing here.
Ooh. They're hitting pretty hard. Okay, so we're going to try to find repair tools. We're going to use this to reduce everything we've already done, because your skills just recycle through randomly, because you only pick a few based off a skill tree. So based off of what I've already unlocked, they'll just keep recycling, and you can have multiple as long as it's been recycled. So this one's going to reduce their cooldown, because every skill, specialized skill, has a cooldown, so we're going to do that. We're going to throw a smoke grenade on this guy, so he has a chance to miss. If anything else spawns after he's gone in that spot, will also possibly miss. So I'm going to spawn my next guy
This place?
with that shield. So this is going to be, if you have a shield on, you're going to go through the durability of the shield first before your guy takes damage. So this guy has 325 durability because of the shield plus his health. So he's really beefy. So anytime he can get attacked, that'd be good. And then because the shield has spikes, you're going to want to deal the damage back. So now that I have 4 attacks, let's try to, we're going to shimmy this guy. And then we're gonna heal the zombie, and every time he eats somebody, his attack here will go up by a certain amount. And then we have 2 left. I think I'm gonna go to the fire axe. I'm gonna take the pipe to this guy, and I'm gonna take that fire axe. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna. Alright, so we're gonna keep going. So yeah, and then because of this guy's ability, he taunts them all, so he's just always gonna take the damage. So normally it's the last character that attacked. So I'm gonna take greedy and calm down. So greedy lets me go get 2 more things. But see how these little orange lines are to him? So that if I just ended right now, they would all just attack this guy because he has a taunting ability. But if I go, say, do this, even though if he wasn't stunned based off of the attack, see how that line went here? He would attack this guy if it wasn't for the taunt. But at the end of the turn, my shield guy is going to taunt. So again, their focus should go back to him. Now I'm going to do Greedy Scout. We're going to try and find a drink. We're kind of injured, so we're going to try and find medical supplies. Okay, so bandages are going to, says, steal some health. Get my stamina, we're getting water. Okay, so we don't want our guys passing out the first fight because that makes the rest of everything harder. I think the best option is just to get rid of bones. And then sometimes you saw that cinematic, they'll pop up, bones or things will fly on the screen. You can turn that stuff off if you're not like into it or not ready for that type of setting. So we're going to actually interact with this. Perfect dynamite. So we're going to take that dynamite on next turn because it takes 1 AP. We can actually use this dynamite and throw it at the enemy and hopefully if they're not completely dead, be able to set them on fire. But I think with it's just the one guy. I'm going to end the turn. See that taunt happen? So now he's still going to attack that shield. He'll take damage for every hit. And I'm going to Apocalyptic Pet increases by play 25 or 3% crit and 25 stamina instantly for everyone, just for that being in hand. And now I'm going to throw some dynamite. We like to see the boom. And there you go. And then these items will just go, I can just put into like that. And then that just went in the bag guaranteed. It was going to go there anyway, but sometimes it's better to make sure. So here's a little map. I kind of jumped the gun earlier. So these question marks are the zones that you have to clear. So sometimes you get like 2, sometimes you get 3, 4 each map. So this is like a warehouse. So see where it's blue? So this is where we started. You can't go out of bounds because there's nothing there. Certain map, like this one, I can go there. Certain maps you can go like around a flank. As of yet, there is nothing that like flanking does, but maybe that's a later mechanic. You can kind of see on the square that there's zombies. Like this one has a bunch around the backpack. This one kind of has a few, and then there's more back here. So we completed one zone, and there's 4 more, and our squad is ready. We can run away, but so we gain all the stuff that we got will not be collected because we ran away. So if like we're down to our last guy and we still have too many things, or there's a boss fight, it's better to run, lose those supplies than to fail the mission. Because I think if all your guys are knocked out at the end, then you lose them. But so far I've lost like 2 fights with 2 guys knocked out, and they came back, but I ran away. So you just gotta be tactical about it, because later that could change. So new ability, vulnerability, find a gadget. This is gonna apply effect to double damage on the undead, and there's a chance to do it next to him. Those are gonna spawn stuff again. Shoot. And then so like we put that modifier sashimi, so the bladed, on Hudson. Sadly, he doesn't get to keep it, and we can't stack it from round to round, but I'm sure we'll get it again. So we're gonna use this, and we're gonna actually, we need to read their, so he takes 50% less damage, cannot be set on fire, and he spawns a drinking buddy at the end of turn for 10 turns. So we need to get rid of him, because he's gonna outnumber us, outpace us really fast. So that's a trash item. That's just to take up your hand. You want to, if you can, get rid of those. And in like a turn or 2, the containers are going to pop. So we're going to, multiple solutions, snap lighter. So I'm going to activate my effect first. So he can't be set on fire, so I'm going to actually put it onto this guy with 490 health. And now he'll take 9% of total HP at the end of his turn. Activate that, and now all my guys, you gotta wait 1 turn like I said, so your main guy, you can change who your main guy is, but my main guy is Hudson, and I like to keep him for some reason at the left. It doesn't really matter at the moment until you get other bonuses for left and right. So we're going to, let's see, he takes 50% less. I want to get rid of him as fast as possible, so I'm just gonna dump, I think I'm just gonna dump all my attacks on him. So we're gonna yeah, with that, and then hopefully I can get another crit. Nope. Okay, so I'm gonna, he takes 50% less. So we're at minus 269 sound. I could attack another guy, but I think the best option is to get rid of that, and see how I got rid of 15 noise. It's best to try and keep the noise down, because later when we go loud, we do not want to create more noise than we need to, or is absolutely needed. So I go back, good visibility again. It's just gonna affect everyone. Everyone's hit chance increased by 3%. So, and this little blue mark means that guy's gonna take extra damage on the hit. So we're gonna take this Hudson. Pop him. And we got a crit. So that's great. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take shield. Now we're gonna take Spencer to go through the shipping container. We're gonna do Molotov. We're gonna Molotov. He can't be lit on fire because he's bones. But we could stack it on him, which would also get this guy, or we can get this guy, start both of them to get more on fire. I think it's better to do bones. Stack. So now he takes 19 damage and you're only at 10 because of that. So that's better. So we can kind of ignore them, but we'll have to keep an eye out. I'm gonna take Mort. Go scavenge and nothing too good. So we'll just take some ammo. And so anytime you find ammo, like picked up ammo, or they drop ammo, like the zombies, this guy when he dies will drop ammo, or has a chance. It'll just go here, and then if your gun needs ammo, you just click it, you get one in your hand, and you can refill some ammo. So I'm going to show you guys what some of the guns look like. I kind of showed you with the bow. So actually we're gonna continue taking that guy. And so this should do 100. I'm gonna. Oh, and he did a crit. Now he's nice. Sometimes shotguns miss. I don't know why. That's so annoying. Like they should kind of do like. You saw how he was in front. Like you should be able to scatter to others, but we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna take Mass Calm so they can't get Rage and can't gain it for 3 turns to slow them down, and we're gonna pummel them. So I can only do 1, so I do the Mass Calm. Alright, so now this is my rifle. We're just gonna... Ooh! Short by 5, so we'll come back to him. This is the SMG, should do 140. I'll do it on the bones. Yeah, so sometimes if you have multiple shots, or just even one shot like the shotgun did, you can miss. So you saw how, like, some of those shots missed. They still generate noise and do like a negative, but it's, you know, it's just the name of the game. If he's gone, I have you revitalized, so that way he can be useful later. And then we're gonna shotgun blast. See, and that one I think missed. Yeah, that missed. So, don't know how that misses, but RNG in here is pretty good so far. The animations, I really like them. And the turns seem pretty quick. The AI is pretty smart. Okay, so now I can choose to because my advantage is higher, but because all of these have a cooldown, I can't actually choose them. I can only choose that individual calm down. So I can calm down. Well, everybody else has it, so I'll calm that guy down. So see how his rage went away? And then now, I will just pummel the ever-living crap. Oh, I should have done... See, you gotta be careful what weapon you're using, so I just missed. That's right, pummel just stays until I do my next melee. So I can do it next turn, but I missed out on the extra bonus damage. Alright. I need to knock out as many as I can. So we're gonna... Oh my god. Okay, we're going back to the shield. That's embarrassing. Alright, we're going melee again because the sound's getting a little high. So I do 95 damage. We're gonna... Spike the bones. We're gonna get rid of the guys that can't be on fire, so starting with the bones. Alright, so we're gonna hope for critical. No. Oh, and then sometimes our zombie fellow can attack again. So we're just gonna have him finish that, and then skeletons or starving bones drop bones, and you can use them as clubs. So they'll do 9 damage times 1, so it doesn't have a multiplier. So I'd only be doing base 9 damage plus whatever my melee is. So that's not really good. So we're just gonna stash it because none of the melee weapons are about to break. And then So now that the two guys are below 100, I'm gonna try and knock them out. Either. Okay, so I'm gonna take a propane tank. Okay, cool. So we have an ability of one of our guys to get a flare gun, which removes 300 noise from the bar, which is great. And now all those guys, because they're distracted, are gonna take extra damage on their first hit. So I'm gonna, now that I'm with the pipe, who is the most? So this guy with 521 is about to get hit real big time.
Clear the way.
Half his health gone, and now he's stunned. All right, I don't want to waste. Give them back to your shield. I don't want to waste these, so I was gonna get rid of them, but they're gonna stay around one more turn. I'm gonna take you to take out him. I'm gonna take you, and then I'm just gonna pummel. I need to get rid of some guy. You to heal, and you're gonna pop up. And I'm gonna put a propane tank for my next turn. See, the propane tank can spawn randomly, so like last time it stayed on the edge, but this time it's between those two. I would have preferred it over on the right, so I could just take out two others, but we'll keep what we can get, you know? Or we'll take what we can get. I'm gonna do snap lighter, and I'm gonna find a drink. Cool, so I found both. What we're gonna do is we're going to throw another Molotov here. We're gonna switch to this because the tanks can only get blow up if you use a range attack. I know the bow really shouldn't make a propane explode, but it's a game. We'll live with it. So now that those two are gone, and then that one's gone from taking damage at the end of my turn, and these guys are all on fire, I'm gonna put water on Hudson. We're gonna put a snap lighter, increase the fire, so now he's taking 19. And we're just gonna go ham on, I'm gonna split it up. I'm gonna put 2 and 2. So these first two, I'm gonna attack you. And then these two, spread the damage around. And then get rid of the bone club. And then these are the backpack items that I was talking about. So they're extra items. Right now, I'm going to save them to try and use them later. Because these rounds could get hard. We're going to dental work and shield mods. So these shield mods, I'll show you the page for it later, but that's how you do like research to get like, the more research you get, the better your guys can get with it. And then dental is going to reduce the damage, so I'm going to do that on him. Fire should kill you. Fire should kill at least 2 of them, so I'm going to focus most of my efforts on the 76 health and the 332 and hope for the best from there. So we're going to go, we're going to switch to the axe. Cool, he's done. Then we're going to go wombo, combo, and ooh, I didn't do any damage, but I stunned him, so that's alright. He's kind of low on stamina, so because of that, he can't dodge a parry now. So I'm actually not gonna have, I'll have this guy remove the body. So removing bodies to reduce your noise does not cost you any stamina. So when you're low like that, you're going to want to repair or just wait out a turn. Your character might make an emote, but cool. This is great. We're going to extract, then reduce. That way, when we play the next fight, we have a better chance. Well, this should be the last one, so everything recovers. So I should be able to just hack it. End of the round, everything gets cleared. Area cleared. If there's like certain things left over, you could like clear out a body, or if you had certain things in your hand you wanted to get rid of or whatever. So now we're just gonna keep flying by. I'm gonna try and speed run these areas. So this, we're gonna find a gadget instead. Meat decoy. We're gonna deploy it. We're gonna deploy it here. I'm gonna do this again. Radioactive waste. Oh, So this is gonna apply Irradiated on undead, so they get like bonuses, and they're gonna deal just like passive damage to me. So I'm gonna try and get rid of that guy, which worked. Looted. Okay, now we're only gonna take one hit of damage, and irradiated. So now I can show you what irradiate. So now that he's irradiated, he'll increase HP by 5% at the end of turn. So, and we can't get rid of the radioactive waste, so we're gonna want to try our best to get rid of whoever or whatever is next to the radioactive waste. But since this guy has distracted for only a turn, we're gonna hit him with that. So that way we get the most out of our damage, and then just focus in. Ooh, you know he's distracted now, so we're gonna actually finish that off. Just go again, and then now we're just gonna lay him. And he can't be set on fire, so I can't even, because I have a Molotov right here, I can't even set him on fire to like ignore him. So that's a big issue. So I'm gonna take Snap Lighter. We're gonna get greedy. We're gonna try and find explosives and heal. So we were able to find that explosive for next turn. So we're gonna let's do this again. Okay, he's got that. Who's my next biggest? Zombie. Go down on your cousin. And then yeah, we're just gonna try and get him as low as possible, like that. So that way later I can just one-shot him. Then we're gonna go back to focusing on the first one. And now I got a skill from one of them that gave me an action point. So I'm gonna throw a Molotov. He can't be there, but this guy takes 50% less, so he's getting the Molotov in the face. So I don't have to worry about him, and they'll just slowly kill themselves. And as you just saw my merc, sometimes when zombies spawn in, you can randomly, or not randomly, but you can sometimes attack them when they come in, and if you have your combos right, you can just one-shot them so you can actually stem the tide if you're getting overrun. And I'm going to show you what Viper is. You get an extra merc, spawns in with a heavy machine gun and a shield, but we're going to focus on that machine gun. So he can shoot multiple targets if he kills the first one. So I'm going to Snap Lighter real quick here, and then we're gonna kill this guy. He has a possibility to do 223 damage, but considering he's probably going to get through 76, he should be able to shoot some of the others. See? Killed one, started working on the other. Now, if they're all at low health and you have him out, or another weapon like the SMG or the rifle, you can just start mowing down, and you don't even care, which will help later. I'm still going to focus on him. I will have my zombie get stronger. And then, again, we're going to focus on the guy that's going to be most annoying. He's now stunned. Yeah, we're gonna take him. Okay, so 2 of them are stunned, which is perfect, so only 1 should attack. Okay, so they keep bringing in friends. I'm gonna take that pet. I'm gonna smoke grenade. Who's you? Because you're a threat. Because you take 50% less. And you have just so much health. I'm gonna want to get rid of the. Okay, so we're gonna do this again. Costs us a lot of sound, but that's why we stack up sound, so that way when we have to go loud, and then that merc threw a grenade because that's an ability. So grenades are area of effect. Perfect timing on that, to be honest. I'm gonna try and knock this guy out, just so I have less things to worry about. And I'm going to take my shield to reduce that sound. Just like that, we went from outnumbered to now there's only 1 or 2. Now these green cards that can either randomly spawn, or when you kill certain enemies, they'll say it will spawn in their events. these events are sometimes good, sometimes bad. If there's nothing that it affects, then it does nothing, which is the best case. But unlike this one, is basically a good thing because all enemies are irradiated. It was already irradiated, so perfect. And irradiation doesn't stack, so that didn't make him now gain like 10%. So I'm gonna take this propane tank and pummel. We're gonna start off by doing a flare gun. We're gonna spawn the tank, hopefully between them, or ooh, yeah, the tank's on the wrong side. So we're gonna blunt trauma here. We're gonna start with our heavy. Yeah, we're just gonna pummel the ball. I'm gonna let's see if I can get rid of it. Yeah, that did nothing because it was next to nothing, and you can't get rid of like these special boosters for the zombies. So I don't know why I did that. That was a wasted attack, but oh well. Now we have to figure out how to get rid of, because he's a boss. Oh, he's just gonna get so angry. Oh no. His frenzy's so hot. So we're just gonna. Oh, perfect. He's stunned. You get rid of your cousin. Oh man. You know what? I think I'm just gonna shotgun blast him in the butt. Her. You missed. Oh, it's a horrible time. Alright.
Easy.
We're gonna take calm down. So we're gonna reduce his attack because he was already high. Now, both problem. I'm gonna get. I don't want you irradiated, so I'm gonna keep this one as a buffer, and I'm gonna chop and just send everything at the boss. Oh, I should have switched. Send everything at the boss. Ooh, that grenade, big time. Looks like we got a bonus skill point, so we can collect that at the end. Now, I'm just gonna remove that. Now that one zombie's on his own, and he's gonna still spawn friends from that extra deck on the top right, because the alert sound is so high, but we can reduce that. So we're gonna get multi-solution. We're gonna surprise attack, which is a free attack by one of our mercs. Just like that. Bonuses all around. We're gonna switch the weapons hot. And for our last, because I think this is his last try. Get a bonus. You know what? We're just gonna keep him. Boom, like that other zombie wasn't even here. Oh, got like alright, come on. Oh, we're so close. We're so close.
Adios.
Alright, we don't need a melee, so we're gonna get that bonus. Bonus on bonus on bonus. Okay, so first hit, our highest, hopefully shock. Ooh, blew his head off, so hopefully, because now he has no head, he's blinded, so there's a chance that he'll miss his attacks. And sometimes, because of that hunger at the top, our guy will miss because he forgets what he's doing. And just like that, the round is over. Alright, so they spawn this, and it's going to do a bunch of damage. So we're going to wait until there's a little special zombie, because we don't want that to blow up early, because otherwise that's just a waste. So what we're going to do is wait, and now I got to wait until we can find some lockpicks. Because this truck trailer, we need to use lockpicks to open it. We don't have to, because that doesn't affect whether or not we can finish, but we're going to want to open all. Oh, that's a beautiful spawn. And dude. Ooh, we're gonna... Okay, so we're gonna make... I want to finish him off. We're gonna... That far guy. This is the way. This is the optimal way to be able to take them out 1 2 at a time. Hopefully not spawn more than you can handle. And now we're stuck with that. Deuce. Gonna here. So with that, that's the way to do it. Here's the combos. And now I think it's gonna be close.
Bring on the hard stuff.
So we definitely want to get rid of him in case there's a field effect. Because if a field effect happens and it just like that, the tables can turn, and sometimes you can't come back from it. So this is time delay dynamite. You want to kind of like pair this up with other explosives so you can get like double the effect. But if you're not able to, then that's okay too. Just keep an eye out for that kind of stuff. And then I'll remove that. So what I want is to be able to get a gadget. See, this is just spawned. Oh no, that would have been raged everybody, which would have increased their attack. We would not want that. So I'm gonna use stay alert to reduce the sound, and I'm gonna hold on so they calm down. And then rounds like that are good to restock your stamina. See how that just spawned a really strong enemy? So what I'm gonna do is mass calm in here, and then I'm gonna switch to here, blow up the diesel truck, boom. Don't even have to worry about him. So now only one thing will spawn, and hopefully not bring a friend. And then I'm gonna take the pummel, find that gadget. Nope, we missed that gadget. No go gadget for us. But I will be able to take that, and then you see on the top right, so that extra deck, if we're able to clear the mission without having them all spawn, we get extra XP at the end. Alright, so hopefully you guys are able to stick with me, or maybe you skip this far just to see the end. After this, I'll show you the main page, and then we'll go over a few things that post mission that I like to do, and like you don't have to do it in the order that I do it, but it'll help. So entangle, I'm gonna hold on to that because it has a 30% chance to stun them, and then this vent, we're gonna want to speed run this because this can poison your guys. Poison is a very bad negative effect. So if it pops up on any of our mercs, so that they'll get like a little bubble here, so that they'll show like that. See how that just appeared? That's a status effect. So if you scroll over, and right now it's saying poison. So red is negative effects, gray is positive, or at least in your favor or neutral. So poison, lose 30% of stamina at the start of the turn. So at least it wears away, but your stamina is the key. So if I want to keep doing melee attacks, I need my stamina as high as possible, or at least being able to regenerate. But since that isn't always going to happen, we're going to want to... the tank again. Spawn in a bad spot, so we're going to try and take you out. And then we're going to take you out. So we're going to lowest damage, pipe, and use the other two to remove. Alright. So now, because we're probably going to have to use loud weapons, not counting our archery, we're going to want to definitely attempt to stack up sound. Each time this fires, it does a sound of 12 for that. This one does 10, so on and so forth. So you're gonna want to try to mitigate that as much as possible. And because of this guy, it gets attack multiple, even if it is reduced. So hopefully they can recoup some stamina, because I didn't have to use it. I'm gonna take that lighter and that smoke grenade. Things are gonna keep spawning, so I'm gonna smoke him out. He's got a lot of health, so I'm gonna just lighter him. And then he's got 400, so it doesn't really matter what I attack him with. So yeah, everybody's gonna have to attack him. Oh, because I had a critical, I chopped his head off.
Pretty boring just standing here.
So this guy, these three, super low. Their melees are not going to really do anything right now. So I'm going to be greedy. Food, water, certain medical can fix your stamina. So I'm going to try and find food and medical right now. Alright, I found a stale donut. So I'm going to put the stale donut on him. So that filled up his stamina. So that's what we wanted. And just like that. I'm going to have that. Clear it away. I'm going to activate that.
It's pretty boring just standing here.
This is probably a pretty good run right now because I'm getting one. It's a little slow because it's 1 or 2, but it's, as you saw in the first couple of rounds where they were like all over the board, that can get pretty hard to deal with. And now we only have to deal with a minimum of 2 more as long as they don't spawn. And just like that, didn't even have to do anything. I'm gonna take the shield mod. Again, I'll show you the mod.
Pretty boring just
Main screen. Oh, the boss spawn on the wrong side of the propane tank in the vent. So that propane tank, because it's a hit or miss, hopefully if he was over there we could have dealt some free damage. So now I'm gonna do that dental work to reduce his damage. We're gonna put the chains on him to hopefully be able to stun, and now this is when we're just gonna go full blast with as many weapons. And he also melee weapons are going to take extra durability. So like my zombie just hitting him got rid of the hammers, so we're going to have to go had to go range. Hopefully I can pick up something like explosions or fire. Oh, I should have attacked with the zombie again. So we don't necessarily want to hit him, but I can hit the other one. So I'll take the Viper. So we're gonna flare gun to get the bonus. We're gonna commando in. We're gonna start him off. Take him out. He threw a grenade, which is good. He didn't get the pummel, so I'm just gonna. We're gonna take this over here just to get some damage going, and then we're gonna propane him out. I was hoping the propane could have finished him, so we're gonna melee him out. We're just gonna keep shooting. I know I have a Molotov, but I'm gonna try and save it. If something's gonna spawn because the sound is so high, and thankfully, well, not thankfully, but the semi-positive was it spawned right next to him. So now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take vulnerability. We're going to take calm down. We're going to flare gun, vulnerability on him, calm him down, reduce his rage, and then we're just going to light him up again. Okay, so he's almost gone. I'm going to take out of the backpack the Molotov. We're going to, before that, we're going to take this, we're going to shoot him. Okay, get that bonus, then we're going to Molotov him. So the guy that had it in his backpack is the one that's going to throw, I'm pretty sure. And then, so now we have to figure out how to do some much damage. I'm going to keep the melee on the guy that doesn't hurt me for doing melee. And our zombie's slowly losing health regardless if he's attacked because his hunger's so high. So we got to kill him and have him feed. But we're gonna do our best to keep. See that grenade effect? That the grenade effect is super helpful. I can either. No, I'm just gonna keep the pressure on. Oh my god! Now's not the time for misses.
To distract them.
Okay, so. Gonna smoke grenade, pummel, gonna smoke him out. Oh, he's dead. Okay, so it doesn't matter what I do. So I'm gonna, just for the fun of it, we're just gonna pummel him real quick. Guarantee he's dead. Get that bonus. Nothing's left, so we're gonna finish. So you get the end screen complete. See how much loot you got, cards you collected, your kills, reputation, and any skill points. So we gain 2 skill points. So before you return to camp, you're going to see your loot haul. So that's all the loot, and we got 1 extra item. So that's pretty good. Most of it we could probably sell. So now you come back here. We got a new bonus because we're still higher by a lot. See how that we were at 2,000 earlier. Now we're up by 5 over here, 6 for us, 6 something. And now at the bottom you have 2 new ones. So the way I like to do is kind of go through the new stuff and then go by default back to gear and then restart. So I'm going to go over to the lab.
Don't overdo it.
So you have your 3 tabs. Over here, the first tab is survival. So if you do certain things like use water, food, health packs, or just like are able to heal with bandages, these go up to give you better healing effects. In the middle is the armory. So those cards you saw that said like mod effects, those are how you get points. The more points you have, you can modify a weapon to help level them up, and the higher that level, the more damage, and the higher the damage, the better your weapon is overall. And then this is how I made that zombie creature, or that's the ores. You need to collect, so you need 5 skin tissue, 5 gray matter, you need 5 of everything, and these are just random, so I can create 2 more just by hitting this button. And if you just study decay, you get bonuses to find weak points. So we collected some brain matter, and we increased the study of decay over here. So now we'll go over to survivors real quick. So as you're going through, you're gonna find more. There's 3 levels I didn't unlock, so those possibly where those are gonna go. And once you get those, you get options as you saw when you started a mission. So they'll help you out passively or sometimes actively, like Jack skills, that sniper. So it counts as like a skill.
Easy peasy.
So he'll shoot and deal some damage and help you out, while others will like lead away, or you be able to collect at the start of your round some health. It's pretty good to get those depending on your playstyle. So now here's the skill tree. Each style of mercenary has its own skill tree, and right now because of that mission, only Hudson or my commando skill tree has points, and I have 2. So you can see I was kind of going through the combat, that tree, I maxed it out, and then you can have each individual skill. Each tree has this blue thing, so that's a passive ability which naturally happens. So that's the frag out. I maxed that out, so every time they attack, they have a 40% chance to throw a grenade. And then I was kind of going for the butcher tree next, so I'm just going to put those 2 points. I'm actually going to put 1 on the burning knife, and then I'm going to specialize. So in 3 more points, this will be maxed out, and I can do the blade mastery, and then I can start putting more points in here to get better, like that sashimi. Can go up to 90% damage if I just put it on once instead of 50. So that's pretty good. So that's kind of the skills. Even your zombie has various. So you kind of get to play around. Some of the skills go to all your mercs of that class. Some is just like for that class. So now once you go over to gear, here's your squad setup. So I have 1 of each class. This will show you their gadget and accessories. So that gadget and accessory is pass abilities for that merc, and then you get 2 things in your backpack, and then after a certain level, like level 3 of per merc, level 5, because I have rank, I think it's rank 5, because the zombie has 2 things, and then you can have a melee and a ranged. And then here's your training. So if they get extra points so that they can be better with melee, their fists, their special weapons. And here's how you recruit more. It costs that reputation I was talking about. I haven't done any because I'm just doing a flat, 1 of everything, see what's the best. But you can mix and match however you see fit, because you can take 5 into each zone. So that's pretty nice. So here we collected things. So here's the new. So those are all the new stuff that's happening. So it keeps track of that. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go to the upgrades. And now because I have 2 like degraded bone clubs, I can upgrade them to not degraded. It's the standard. And now I have 2 standards, and then standards cost a little bit of supplies. So supplies cost to upgrade, supplies cost to buy. So I'm going to upgrade the bone club to improved. And now I don't have 2 improved bone clubs, otherwise I could just keep going.
Now this will get me some.
Same thing, as you can see, standard target practice did the same thing. And then ammo, I just have a bunch of, so this is kind of just, after every mission, you'll always have, like, dropped, comes to normal ammo goes to medium, and it just keeps getting like compounding on itself. So we have one valuable, and that's only good here for the selling. So you come down here, you have 5 different ways to sort by name, and I just have a bunch of collections. So batteries, only good for selling. I'll get 40 supplies. So I increased my supplies. Like I said, this ammo, I have 15 of them, or I have 3 of them at 15. So if I just sell them off, I'll get 45 scrap. Now my consumables, those count as food, pills, drink, pliers to help repair your weapons, ammo, things that like you're use once and then you're done. And if you have more of them, like I have 4 camping flasks. If one of these was carrying the camping flask, if I used it and I have 3 more here, when they come back, it'll just refill that slot, and you won't empty that slot until like, so this bottle of suds, if I used it, I don't have any more, that slot would be empty and I could just replace it. Now I collected some of those new accessories. So like if I had 2 green gloves, because right now I'm using them, if I had 2 green and then I made it another blue, I would have to take this one off, upgrade, and then I can play around from there. Same thing for gadgets. Here's your ranged weapons. So you get rifles, you get sniper rifles, bows, shotguns, pistols, SMGs. So you get to play around with whatever you fancy. Right now I'm just using the ones with like the highest attack, or the bow was just to keep the quietness because I need it or something for ranged. And then same thing for melee, you have like sharp, blunt, shields. They each have their own passive effect. And that's kind of just the menu. So then you go back to missions. And so now that I just completed that, so now it gets a little bit harder. This one should have gone easier. And so if you go into here, I have 1 intel. I was talking about how you could use their passives. So if I put it on him, Jack's ability will trigger, and you can stack 5 times and it'll get better. But yeah, this is Dead End. So again, thanks for sticking with me if you guys are able to stay this long, and it was a little bit longer than I liked. I'll try to make maybe future videos run through shorter. Probably will have to edit things, or maybe just choose a shorter level. I thought that one would be pretty quick because I was 18 levels above, but hey, that just goes to show sometimes you don't expect the spawns or RNG doesn't go your way. But thanks for coming to Games, Gorgons, and Goats. We'll try and get this segment better. Leave like, comment, subscribe. See you guys later.